How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So children, today in this class we are going to learn about direct and inverse proportions. So let's start with that. In the previous classes, you have learnt about the ratio, proportions and unitary method. Now you shall extend the concepts of proportions and unitary methods to develop the concepts of variations. We utilize these concepts in many situations when two quantities increase or decrease together. But sometimes as one quantity increases, the other decreases. Now variations. So let's start. If two quantities depend on each other in such a way that the changes in one results in a corresponding changes in the other, when the two quantities are said to be in a variations. There are many situations in our daily life where the variations in one quantity brings changes in the other quantities. So let's see that one. First one is the more you buy, the more you spend. ज़्यादा खरीदोगे तो ज़्यादा खर्च करना है पड़ेगा आपको. The less you buy, the less you spend. The faster the speed of a car, the lesser is the time taken to cover a given distance. Okay. The more men working on a project, the shorter is the time to complete it. And the efficiency of a machine decreases with time. So, note that the quantities mentioned in these examples depend on each other. Okay. एक बढ़ेगा तो एक घटेगा. Okay. So now let's learn different types of proportions. So first one is direct proportions or a direct variations. When one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases, or when one quantity decreases, the other quantity also decreases. It's called a direct proportions beta. If two quantities means x and y are in a direct proportions, then the ratio of x by y remains constant. So here it is x by 1 by y की power 1 is equal to x by 2, y2, x3 and y3 is equal to k, where k is a constant known as a constant of variations. Now remark, when x and y are in a direct proportions, we also say that x and y have a direct variations. Now note, variations and proportions are used interchangeables as they convey the same meaning. Now solve example. Example number 1. Observe the tables given below and find whether x and y are directly proportional. So here it is given x की values हैं and this is a y. Okay. So 3 हमारा क्या हो गया? If x are 3 then y हमारा हो गया 9. If x are 5, then y is 15. Similarly, 7, 21 and so on. And B part is also given. X में हमारा 4 तो y हो जाएगा 12, 7 हमारा 21. So now solutions. Clearly 3 by 9 is equal to 5 by 15, 7 by 21, 9 by 27, 12 by 36. तो इन सब में constant क्या है? Yes, 1 by 3. बिकॉज अगर हम इनको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो ये हमारा 1/3 का ये प्रोपोर्शंस आ रहा है ये. सो दैट इज़ वाई एक्स एंड वाई आर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल्स. नाउ बी पार्ट इज, बी में हमें क्या गिवन है? 4/12, 7/21, 12/36, 1/3 एंड 15/60. सो नाउ वी कैन सी दैट ये जो हमारे हैं ये तो प्रोपोर्शनल्स में है, बट दिस इज नॉट इन अ प्रोपोर्शनल. सो x and y are not in a directly proportionals. Hope you understood well. Now example 2. If the cost of 10 meter clothes is rupees 950, then find the cost of 12 meter cloth. Okay. Solutions. Let x denotes the length in a meters of clothes and y in a rupees the corresponding cost. Then we form the table as shown below. x 10, y हमारा 950 है. Then x is 12, so y की वैल्यू है y2. So note that as the length of the cloth increases, the cost of the cloth also increases in the same ratio. It is a case of a direct proportional. So we just write it in that way. That means 10 by 950 and 12 by y2 नाउ सिंप्लीफाइंग दैट वन, हमें y की वैल्यू मिल गई, दैट इज 1140. दस द कॉस्ट ऑफ 12 मीटर क्लॉथ इज 1140 रुपीज बेटा. होप यू अंडरस्टूड वेल. नाउ मूव ऑन एग्जाम्पल 3. If x and y are directly proportionals, find the value of x1, x2, y1 in the table given below. So, this is a table. Now, solution. Since x and y are directly proportionals, we have 3 by 36. हमारा कितना है? x by 160, x की 2 96 and 10 हमारा है y1. So now we just do that one. 3 by 36 is equal to x by 160. So ये कौन सा proportionals बना रहा है हमारा? If we just simplify that one, हमारा आंसर बनेगा 3 को 36 से simplify करने पे 1 by 12 we get it. Okay? Then 1 by 12 into 60, तो हमारा आंसर आ जाएगा 5. तो हमें x की वैल्यू मिल गई, that is 5. So this is how we get it, x की वैल्यू. सिमिलरली 336 है हमारा, एंड सेकेंड हमें जो प्रोपोर्शनल्स बनाना है विद x की 296 के साथ, तो वी जस्ट सिंप्लीफाई दैट वन, 112 एंड x की 296 एंड वी गेट इट द x की 2 वैल्यू दैट इज 8 एंड थर्ड वन इज सेम. हमने क्या करना है, y की वैल्यू निकालनी है एंड y की वैल्यू मिली है हमें 120. That is why we can say that x1 is 5, x2 हमें मिला 8 and xy हमें x1 मिला हमें 120. This is how we just find the proportionals. Hope you understood well. Now move on example 4. A train is moving at a uniform speed of 75 km per hour. How far will it travel in a 24 minutes? And B is in how much time will it cover 175 kilometer? Now solutions. Let the distance covered by the train in 24 minutes in x kilometer and let it cover 175 kilometer in a y minutes. Okay, हम इसको मान लेके चलते हैं x minute और ये है हमारा time y minutes. Since the speed is uniform, more distance will be covered in more time. So it's a case of direct proportionals. So 75 by 60 is equal to हमारा कितना है, x by 24 is equal to 175 by y. So now 75 by 60 को हमने सॉल्व करना है x by 24 से. So after simplifying 75 by 60 हमारा 5 by 4 आया. So now हमने x की वैल्यू निकाली, that is 30. So distance covered in 24 minute is 30. तो हमें ये x की वैल्यू मिल गई 30. एंड विद द सेम वे हम जस्ट फाइंड आउट करेंगे y की वैल्यू. सो y की वैल्यू हमें इसी मेथड से मिलेगी 140 बेटा. सो वी कैन से दैट टाइम टेकन टू कवर 175 किलोमीटर इज 140 मिनट, दैट इज 2 hours 20 minutes. होप यू अंडरस्टूड वेल. नाउ एग्जाम्पल 5. A car covers 480 kilometer in 30 liter of petrol. How much distance would it cover in 25 liters of petrol? Solutions. Let the required distance be x kilometer. Then we have quantity of petrol. It's given here and distance हमें x का find out करना है. So clearly less is the quantity of petrol consumed, less is in the distance covered. So it's a case of direct proportional. So 30 by 480 हमारा कितना होना चाहिए, 25 by x, लाइक दैट वे. 31 480 को सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो 116 आएगा एंड 116 को हम सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे 25 by x से. देन वी जस्ट गेट द x की वैल्यू दैट इज 400. सो द रिक्वायर्ड डिस्टेंस इज बेटा 400. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड वेल. नाउ एग्जाम्पल 6. If 5 men or 7 women can earn 875 rupees per day, okay, how much would 10 men and 5 women each per day get? Okay, so let's see solutions. 5 men is equal to 7 women, so 1 man कितना हो गया, 7 by 5 women. Now 10 men हमारा कितना बनेगा, जब 1 man की वैल्यू इज 7 by 5, so 10 men का कितना हो जाएगा, yes, multiply by that one. So 10 मैन हमारे इक्वल हो जाएंगे 14 वुमेन के, लाइक दैट वे. आफ्टर दैट 10 men plus 5 women is equal to 14 women plus 5 women is equal to 19 women. So let 10 men and 5 women would earn x per day. हम मान के चलेंगे कि वो x रुपीज़ कमाते हैं एक दिन में. So after that हम क्या करेंगे, नंबर ऑफ वुमेन 7 और 85 हमारे ये आ जाएंगे अर्निंग पर डे, और 19 by x we just write in a table form. Clearly more women will earn more per day, so it's a case of direct proportional. So with this we just find the x की value, that is 2375 per day. So therefore 10 men and 5 women would earn the same money, that is 2375 rupees. I hope you understood well. So now move on, exercise 10.1. So here it is given, if 9 kg of sugar cost is rupees 166.50. 9 kg sugar की cost given है यहाँ पर. How much sugar can be bought for rupees 259? So 259 में कितनी शुगर वो खरीदेगा. So let's see, हमने क्या करना है सबसे पहले. We are just taking the 9 kg. 9 kg शुगर हमें गिवन है 166.50. सो 1 kg शुगर कितना हो जाएगा हमारा, जस्ट डिवाइड दैट वैल्यू 166.50 बाय 9, तो हमारा ये निकल गया रुपीज़ 18.5. तो ये हमारी 1 kg शुगर की कॉस्ट है. अब हमने ये निकालना है कि 259 में वो कितनी शुगर परचेज कर सकता है. तो शुगर कैन बी बॉट, sugar can be bought for rupees 259 में. सो एक की वैल्यू से अगर हम इसको डिवाइड कर देंगे, सो आफ्टर सिंप्लीफाइंग दैट वन 14 kg. सो 259 रुपीज़ में वो कितना 14 kg शुगर खरीदेगा. सो दिस इज़ द आंसर बेटा. ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड वेल. सो these are the other questions, you have to complete it your own. Okay, so we are just moving on next topic, which is inverse proportion. As we have seen, if two quantities increase or decrease together, they are said to be a vary directly. On the other hand, two quantities are said to vary inversely if an increase in one quantity corresponds to a decrease in the second quantity, and if a decrease in one quantity corresponds to an increase in the second quantity. We all know that when we have to reach somewhere quickly, we increase the speed of our vehicles. So by increasing the speed, the time of reaching the distance decreases. Hence we can say that the speed and the time are इनवर्सली रिलेटेड. ओके, जल्दी जल्दी हम अगर स्पीड में करेंगे तो उतना ही टाइम हमें कम लगेगा. सो नाउ इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शंस क्या होते हैं, लेट्स सी दैट वन. टू क्वांटिटीज x and y आर सेड टू बी इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शंस इफ xy इज इक्वल टू k, दैट thus x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2 is equal to x3 y3 is equal to and so on is equal to k, where k is a constant known as a constant of variations beta. Now there is a solved examples. For more clarity, we just start with example 1. If 14 workers can build a wall in 45 hours, okay, how many workers will be required to do the same work in a 35 works? Solutions. Let the required number of workers be x. हम मान के चलते हैं number of workers जो हमें चाहिए वो है x. Then we have like that way beta. This is a table. For finishing the work in a less hours, more worker will be needed. Okay, कम काम हमें अगर हमें hours कम करने हैं तो हमें मैन पावर को ज़्यादा बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे. So it's a case of a inverse proportions. So 14 into 45 is equal to x into 35, and after simplifying हमारा आंसर आया 18. So hence the required number of workers is 18 beta. Hope you understood well. Now example 2. Observe the tables given below and find whether x and y are inversely proportions. So this is a table. अब आप देखोगे 6, 24, 3 with 48, 36 with 4, 72, 2 and 16, 19. So all these are in a proportions or not? So let's see that. Clearly we have xy 6 into 24, 3 into 48, 36 into 4, 72 into 2. हमारा क्या है 16 into 9, 144. ये सब क्या है कांस्टेंट है हमारे. So x and y are inversely proportions. Hope you understood. And at B part, clearly we have xy 9 into 4, 12 into 3 and 2 into 18 and 1 into 36 is not 16 to 8. So x and y are not inversely proportional. Hope you understood. Now example 3. If x and y are inversely proportional, find the value of x1, x2, y1 and y2 in the given below, like that one, in this way. Since x and y are inversely proportionals, we must have x, y is equal to constant. Now 12 into 8 is equal to 16 into y1 is equal to x1 into 4 is equal to x2 into 16 is equal to 48 into y2. So now 12 into 8 हमारा कितना हो गया 16 into y1 and now with this we just get it y की value that is 6. Similarly हम क्या करेंगे ये हमारा x1 की वैल्यू मिला 24 and after that x2 की वैल्यू मिला हमें 6 and y2 की वैल्यू मिली हमें 2 बेटा. So we can say that x1 24, x2 6, y1 6 and y2 की वैल्यू मिली हमें 2. Hope you understood well. Now example 4. In a fort, 300 men had provisions for 90 days. After 20 days, 50 men left the fort. How long would the food last at the same rate? So, clearly the remaining food is sufficient for 300 men for 90 minus 20 days is equal to 70 days. But remaining number of men, that means 300 में से 50 को minus करेंगे, that is 250. So, let the remaining food be sufficient for 250 men for x days, like that table. In that table you can see it clearly less men will have food for more days. So it's a case of, yes, you're right, inverse proportions. So now just put that value according to that one और x की value मिली हमें 84. So the required number of days is equal to beta 84. Hope you understood well. Now example 5. If 45 men can do a piece of work in a 49 days, in a how many days will 35 men do it? So, solution. Let the required number of days be x. Then we have number of men है हमारे 45 and days है हमारे 49. And here it is a 35 and we need to find out the x की value. So, how to do this? Clearly, less men will take more days to finish the work. So, it's a case of inverse proportion. So, 45 into 49 is equal to 35 into x. So, now we just get the value of x, that is 63. So, required number of days हमारे कितने बन गए 63 बेटा. Hope you understood well. Now, exercise 10.2. So, here it is given first question, 12 men can dig a pond in 8 days. Okay. So, how many men can dig it in 6 days? So, let's solve that. So, here we have number of men. Number of men कितने हमारे 12. Okay. And यहाँ पर हम इसको मान के चलेंगे x, let it be. और number of days कितने हमारे 8 है. And इसको हम मान के चलते हैं, ये कितना given है हमें 6 days है, तो we are just writing 6. Now inverse proportions, ये हमारा कौन सा बना inverse proportions बना. So that means 12 into 8 हमारे equal होने चाहिए x into 6. Now we just get the value of x. X is equal to बेटा 12 into 8 by 6. So 12 8 से कितने होते हैं 96 और 6. Now simplify that one. सो x की वैल्यू हमारी निकल गई 16 men. I hope you understood well. So this is how we have to just do that other one also. Okay. So with this we ended the chapter. I hope you understood well. So you only need to do practice and do rest of these exercises by your own.